The story of the Jashari family. Prikaz distinguished itself in the very first year of the Albanian Spring, when on May 13, 1981, Tahir and Nebi Meher bravely fought against Yugoslav special forces. Around this time, the Jashari family began to emerge on the scene. Shaban Jashari and his sons, Hamza and Adam, stood over the graves of the martyrs Tahir and Nebi Meher and vowed to continue the struggle for the liberation and unification of the Albanian nation. The genealogy of the Jashari family is ancient. Lower Prikaz consists of 4 neighborhoods: Jasharaj, Kodra, Meher, and Lushtaku. The first 3 were formed by 3 brothers, Jashar, Kadri, and Meher, and thus share the same bloodline. The Lushtaku family settled later in Prikaz. Jashar had 3 sons, and Adam Jashari's lineage descends from Jashar's 3rd son, Murat, followed by Fazli, Murat, and then Shaban. Shaban, Murat, Jashari married Zahide, and they had 3 sons, Rifat, Hamza, and Adam. Thus, the trunk of the Jashari family continued to grow, generation after generation. Shaban Jashari had expressed his devotion to the nation and homeland as early as the 1950s. However, the family's most public and significant resistance began in December 1991, when they clashed in armed combat with Serbian police forces. On the morning of December 30th, a large Serbian police force descended on the Jashari home to arrest Adam Jashari and his armed unit. This was no coincidence. It was a long-anticipated, carefully prepared, and well-executed event. Years earlier, Adam Jashari had been an active member of the national movement, specifically the Popular Movement for the Republic of Kosovo, LPK. In the early 1990s, he completed military training in Albania with the aim of forming the Kosovo Liberation Army, KLA, to liberate and unite Kosovo with Albania. Adam Jashari and his family remained faithful to this noble and national cause until their heroic fall on March 5, 6, and 7, 1998. He had the blessing of his parents, the support of his brothers, and the unwavering approval of the entire Jashari family. Their motivation was not driven by personal or selfish interests, but by a deep awareness that they were fighting for the greater good of their people and homeland. Fully aware of the risk, but with a clear conscience and conviction that freedom and national unity could not be achieved without sacrifice, the Jashari family committed themselves to armed resistance, a defining turning point in the Albanian national movement. They demonstrated this conscious bravery on several occasions. On December 30, 1991, January 22, 1998, and finally, during the glorious March of National Pride and Mobilization. The December 1991 Stand by Adam Jashari's armed group marked the emergence of the most organized national, political, and military movement for the liberation and unification of the Albanian people. All future liberation formations across Albanian territories would draw inspiration from this inexhaustible well of resistance. That day, the entire Jashari family and neighborhood endured maltreatment by Serbian forces. Repression and humiliation against Albanians were widespread. Few were able to ignore the daily injustices inflicted upon them. From that day onward, the Jashari family, especially Shaban Jashari's household, was under constant surveillance by enemy police and military forces. Yet they continued to live with pride in their home, on their land, in their Kosovo. Throughout this period, Adam Jashari's armed unit vigilantly defended the family and Prikaz, ensuring that nothing occurred by accident. Everything was calculated, prepared, and purposeful. Another pivotal event in the Jashari family's history took place on January 22, 1998, when Serbian special forces launched a surprise attack with the intent of eliminating both the family and Albanian resistance. However, the Jasharis responded swiftly, bravely, and with remarkable professionalism. This defense underscored their military preparedness and patriotic spirit. While such an ambush would have surprised even a professional military unit, the Jashari family was not caught off guard. The Serbian forces retreated, and only 2 girls from the family were wounded. This attack served as a serious warning of Serbia's intentions to unleash violence against every Albanian family in Kosovo. The entire region was effectively under siege, while the political leadership in Pristina remained passive. The threat of war and massacres loomed across the country. Just over a month later, on February 28 and March 1, 1998, Serbian forces carried out a massacre in Kires and Likoshan, killing 24 civilians over 2 days. The most affected were the Ameti family from Likoshan and the Sejdu family from Kires. Serbia's aim was to strike at the core of Albanian society, the family unit. Soon after, Serbian police and military launched a large-scale assault on the Jashari family in Prikaz, targeting them as the nucleus of the KLA and seeking to eliminate Commander Adam Jashari. The intent was to instill fear and extinguish the Albanian struggle for freedom and statehood. From March 5 to 7, 1998, Serbia unleashed its full might against the Jashari family for the third time. This was not merely an attack on an Albanian household, but an attempt to destroy the backbone of the KLA and crush the Albanian will to fight. Yet, once again, the family responded in unity, from the youngest to the oldest. No one died as a victim, they all fell as heroes. The last fighter believed to have fallen was Kushtram Adam Jashari, just 13 or 14 years old, a testament to the patriotic upbringing in this exceptional family. It is fair to conclude that the Jashari family holds a singular, unparalleled place not only in the national history of Kosovo but also in global history. They were instrumental in preparing and organizing the popular armed resistance, laying the foundation of the KLA, and mobilizing the Albanian people. Their legacy is immortal in securing Kosovo's independence as a sovereign and democratic republic. Families of this stature are rare and deserve honor from every nation, though not every nation is blessed with such greatness. Today, in every anniversary, the surviving and renewed Jasharis display no sorrow, no tears, no regret. Their faces radiate love, pride, and a deep sense of national triumph. Even in this new era, the Jasharis embody and preserve the noble legacy of their lineage, a beacon of inspiration for Albanians everywhere.